You felt that something was off, a quiet signal that something didn't add up, and you said nothing because making waves felt more dangerous than living with the doubt. Then you found out you were right all along, and the people who knew before you did asked why it even mattered. Hey, friends, I'm Sandy Bartlett, shamanic practitioner, and if you've spent your life keeping the peace, swallowing the thing that felt wrong so you wouldn't be the difficult one, this one's for you. Here's a form of people pleasing that doesn't really get talked about enough. It's not just saying yes when you mean no, it's staying quiet when something feels wrong, not asking the question, not naming the thing everyone can feel but no one will say. You do it because naming it would make you the disruption, the difficult one, the woman who can't just let things stay pleasant. So you override your own perception to keep the peace. You tell yourself you're probably overreacting. You decide their comfort matters more than your unease. And every time you do that, you make a choice, usually without recognizing that it's a choice. You choose the quiet over the truth. And the real cost isn't just that one swallowed moment. It's that over time, you stop trusting what you see at all. You get so good at not noticing that your own knowing goes silent. You become a stranger to your own instincts. Here's what's underneath that. The part of you that sees clearly, that knows when something's off, didn't disappear. It got quieted on purpose over years of choosing peace over truth. In shamanic work, this is the shadow. And the shadow isn't the dark or bad part of you. That's the misunderstanding. The shadow is the part of you set aside to stay safe. If you grew up where keeping the peace mattered most, your shadow holds your clarity, your perception, the voice that says, this isn't right, the one you learned to silence because naming things made you difficult. Shadow integration isn't digging up darkness. It's walking back to the part of you that knew, the one who felt it before anyone confirmed it, and telling her, I believe you now. Come back. You set her aside to keep the peace. You're allowed to call her home. Let me know in the comments, when did you stay quiet about something that felt wrong? And what did it cost you to keep the peace? Tell me the story. My second husband wore a Super Bowl ring everywhere. He said he played for the 49ers. Strangers would stop us in public just to take photos with him. We knew each other about a year before we married, and early on I tried to look him up. Couldn't find anything. Here's the people pleasing. I didn't push it. I didn't ask the hard questions. He felt like a new chapter after everything I'd been through, and questioning him would have threatened that. So I made the quiet choice I'd made my whole life. I kept the peace. I told myself the little signal that something didn't add up was probably nothing. He died 2 months before our second anniversary, and the estate process forced me to appraise everything. And that's when I finally held the ring in my hand and started asking the questions that I'd swallowed for years. I found it on a collector's site, almost identical, but the sides and the dates were off. It was a replica. He'd had it made. He'd never played in the NFL. It had all been a lie. And the part that still lands hardest, a longtime friend knew and said nothing because he felt my husband loved me. Others of my friends said, well, does it really matter? He made you happy. But it did matter because when people protect the lie, they take away your right to choose your own reality. And I had helped them do it by staying quiet for those years, choosing the peace over the question I already knew I should ask. If you're recognizing that you've kept the peace by silencing what you saw, that you've made yourself the easy one by not noticing, this is shadow integration work. It's the process of calling back the part of you that perceives clearly, the one you set aside to keep everyone comfortable. I work one-to-one with women who are ready to stop quieting their own knowing. If that's you, the link to book is in the description. Here's where you'll feel it. Something doesn't sit right. A story that doesn't add up. A situation everyone's smoothing over. And you name it. And someone says, does it really matter? Why can't you just let it go? The old choice would be to back down. Apologize for bringing it up. Build a case for why your concern was valid until they finally allowed you to feel what you already felt. The new choice is 4 words. It matters to me. No case, no justification, no softening. That's the part of you who always knew, the one you quieted to keep the peace, stepping back into the room. You don't need them to agree that it matters. You only need to stop choosing their comfort over your own knowing. You won't do it every time. Some moments you'll still swallow it. That's the practice, noticing the choice and making a different one a little more often. What's one thing you saw clearly that other people told you didn't matter? You don't have to name the thing. Just tell me what it was like to be the one who wouldn't pretend. Keeping the peace by silencing yourself was never neutral. Every time you swallowed the thing that felt wrong, you taught yourself a little more that your perception couldn't be trusted. That's the real cost of that kind of people-pleasing, not the conflict you avoided, but the knowing you handed away. Your clarity was never the problem. The choice to stay quiet was a choice you made so many times it stopped feeling like one. And the people who leaned on your silence were more invested in things staying smooth than in your right to the truth. The part of you that refused to fully unsee it, the one who kept the doubt alive even when you talked yourself out of it, she's still there. Calling her back isn't something you finish. It's something you practice, one honest moment at a time. I'll see you next time.